hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. You want to start with a big breath with me? Here we go. Well, what to even talk about? I think I just want to spend some time with you. Some really, really relaxed, low energy time with you. I might not talk all that much. Maybe I will. You never know. You might give me some energy. But it's not that I don't have energy right now. It's that it just feels so right to find some calm and some peace. This week, tonight, I don't know. 1 second. I came equipped with some stuff for this recording session this time with you. It's not really even a recording session, right? Because that means that, I don't know. I'm not going to get all philosophical and sci-fi. But I really do feel you right now. Oh, my throat made some gross noises, didn't it? Excellent, excellent radio, isn't it? So what's so nice about this? I'm just hanging out with you. Oh, I've got the white rose on my desk from TikTok. Remember when he made me buy that? I asked you what a flower I remind you of. I think a white rose is good. It's so funny. There's an ever-expanding language of what the garden is. And I wonder if a white rose will come to represent me in some way. I don't know. I've got the white rose. And I've got my little bunny figurine here too. Hold on. Let me just admire this for a second. My little bunny in my little bunny's garden. What a crazy, crazy life we have. Crazy, crazy life. I think this is going to kind of be like a sleep podcast. Like I'm just tucking you in at night. Maybe you're tucking me in at night. You're helping me feel relaxed too. So on the scale, the honey carrot scale, this podcast is 100% honey. And speaking of honey, I have some sweets with me here. I have a weird relationship with sugar. Hopefully I don't eat all of this cookie, but I have a delicious chocolate peppermint cookie here. And it's like I got it so that I could eat it and just have a nice relaxing podcast with you. But also, I realize I don't really want to eat in microphone, which is funny because I've been told food ASMR is a popular thing. I will do sipping ASMR. That I will do. I'm not sure if me munching on a cookie is going to make it into the podcast, but it might, because the cookie's right here and I've already taken some bites into it. So that means my brain is like, ooh, sugar is present. But you know what? As delicious as it is, I don't feel compelled to eat a big hunk of sugar right now. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. I think I'll do that. but I will lick the chocolate on my thumb. You ready for this? Little smooch. We can pretend that was a smooch for you. This time, okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get some more chocolate. Hold on. I'm going to dip my thumb into some chocolate. Okay. This kiss, little bunny, is a forehead kiss for you. Forehead kiss for you. You ready? I'm going to imagine. In fact, if you're able to, go ahead and put like a couple of fingers on your forehead lightly. And when I make the kissing sound, you're going to go and you're going to lift your fingers off. Hold on one second. Okay, here comes your forehead kiss. Ready? Oh, no, it didn't sound good. Hold on. I was focusing so hard on making it sound good that it sounded bad. We're going to do it again. Okay, ready? I think that one was good, right? Was that good? Did you feel that? Oh, this is so much fun. I have so much fun with you. You make me feel better. I was feeling pretty... I wasn't feeling like down, but... You know, feeling a little... I gotta get my vocabulary for like these words where you're not doing great, but like it's okay. Like nothing doesn't need to be solved. It just needs, moods will pass. And even chapters of your life will pass. There will be bad chapters, there will be good chapters, but oh no, I'm getting into carrot territory. No carrots tonight. Absolutely no carrots tonight. But I promise there's a lot of good stuff ahead of you. That much I can promise. And we're going to make... See, now I'm getting all carroty, like, hey, we're going to get your life in like the most amazing place it will ever be. And it's true, but also this is a honey episode. And I'm like literally holding this piece of chocolate in my hand. I don't know how this happened, little bunny. This is such an interesting thing about our minds is that we have the conscious part and then we have the subconscious part. And the subconscious me like just picked up a piece of chocolate cookie and is like holding it, waiting for its time to strike to just, accidentally go in my mouth. What do you know? Like, how did I pick this up, little bunny? This is crazy. How did I pick up a piece of cookie? When did this happen? Oh, man. Should I eat it? I know you want me to eat it. It's not going to sound... Well, it's small enough that it might sound okay. Oh, no. Is this the deep, dark foray into eating ASMR? My subconscious is trying to do anything to get me to eat this piece of chocolate cookie. Okay. See, now this is fun. Do I try and have this game between my conscious brain and my subconscious? This is like the stupidest game that this already is the stupidest game. But also, I think it was like last night. I was doing that thing where... doing that thing. I don't know if anybody else does this, but do you ever you exhale completely and you just wait. You're not trying to suffocate yourself, but you're just saying, I'm just not going to take another breath. Not in like a self-harm kind of way, but in an experiment because you know that you're going to fail. But just watch what happens. Where your conscious brain is just like calm. It's like, I don't think I need to take another breath. And you're not in a panic mode. You're just very, very calm. It's almost like there's no need to breathe because you're just a total peaceful calm. And then at some point, your subconscious just very gently takes over and says, I got this. And it takes the breath for you. And I wonder if there's a poetry in that even if there's parts of our brain that are really, really hurting, there's other parts of our brain that have us covered. Yeah. You're going to be okay. I promise. You've got a lot of people on your side. You've got the entire garden on your side. And even your brain, even though I talk about how your brain could be a jerk to you, there are parts of your brain that are also going to keep you safe, and they will get you through this. Assuming you're not in a great place right now. Hold on one second. I just did the Instagram Q&A number 3. And there were some really beautiful notes that I was given. I didn't, I posted not nearly all of them as responses, but a lot of thank yous and, just seems to be helping people. It's so funny. It's not even the goal. How does that make you feel, little bunny? You're not even my goal. This is not some elaborate mission to make you feel good. Yeah. I just like hanging out with you. So you're not a burden to me ever. You're actually a source of joy. And I still haven't eaten this piece of cookie. I have a very strong power of will. But I think I'll probably eat this cookie by the time the podcast is over. What if it happens without me noticing? It's actually, I'm noticing like how grimy my hands are getting with this, like the chocolate gooiness is going all over. Oh, this is the easiest kind of podcast to make. Literally, I'm looking at a piece of cookie. And I'm just going to sit here and keep looking at the piece of cookie. And you're enjoying it. Isn't that what's so funny? I'm enjoying it too. This is, I think, the greatest per capita, per ounce use of cookie. At least in the past year on the planet Earth. No small amount of cookie. Well, hold on. Let me back up. I don't want to think of this as radio. It's just you and just me. But if you think of you, me, and all of your fellow little bunnies, this tiny piece of cookie has brought us so much joy. Praise this piece of cookie for the joy that it brings us. Okay. I'm about to drop the cookie. It feels so strange in my hands now. Should I eat it, little bunny? I don't know. Or should I put it down? Should I be spiteful? These are the kind of questions that I don't want to say that keep me up at night, because that's a cliche phrasing. Let's come up with something new. So these are the kind of questions that what, little bunny? What do these questions do? I love new ideas and new experiences in the most wacky way. Sometimes when people say they love new experiences, and of course you have said this too, they mean like going to a country they haven't been to before. For me, a new thing is like thinking of this crumb of cookie in economics terms on like a podcast where I'm talking about a piece of cookie and somehow it's like enjoyable. I don't know. I hope that I can spin this as just helping you fall asleep. And there you got a little forehead kiss. So that's interesting. So I did put the cookie down. But then there was some goop on my fingers. And my subconscious was like, I gotta give my little bunny a kiss. See, that's what it is. I should just eat this cookie. It's like giving you a kiss. I'm picking up the piece of cookie again. Oh no, little bunny. Oh, my life is incredible. Little bunny, I have decaf coffee here this whole time. I made the decaf coffee to go with the cookie. And I actually got distracted and already had to heat back up the coffee before I actually turned on the podcast recording. Okay, let's take a sip. Let's do the sipping ASMR. Let's see. Okay, little bunny, I have a question for you. Was that decaf coffee hot or was it cold? Think about it. Sit with it. Do you think it was hot or do you think it was cold? I'm going to sip again. I think I might not even tell you because there's something more interesting to talk about. So this is just you and just me. See, I don't even know like how this works. Do your fellow little bunnies listen to this too? I don't know. I can't quite figure that out. But what I'm getting at is that okay, I'll break canon for a second, but I would guess that between you and your fellow bunnies, quite literally about half would say it was hot and half would say it was cold. And I know this because in the Discord, it was last month, I did my first streaming. First streaming I really ever did. 1 second. And we played the Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe Edition, which had just come out. Not just come out, which I had not played before. That's what I mean. And if you don't know the game, it might be my favorite game ever, actually. I hope if you play it, you'll see why it's my favorite game. It's so good. Okay, basically, it's so hard to describe. But the game has an incredible number of choices you can make. It's probably the game with the most number of choices you can make that are like actual choices you can make. And so the way that I played it in the Discord is that whenever we came to a decision, especially one that I didn't have a strong preference for, so like you'll come to a set of doors, there's one on the right, there's one on the left. And every time I would ask, okay, bunnies, should I go right or should I go left? And it was pretty much 50-50 every single time. There was a choice of two things. And you might say, okay, well, it's just a right door, it's a left door. But there was also meaningful choices too. So like you uncover a deep, dark company nefarious secret, and you have the option of shutting down the spy operation, the corrupt operation, or you can like join it or something like that, or you can. Anyway, there's like moral choices too, or just, you know, there's more than just a right door and a left door. And even then, it was pretty much always 50-50. And it's like there'll be a time where a telephone will ring and you have to answer it or not answer it. You know, that's kind of an interesting question. Are you a little bunny that would answer the phone that rings, or would you not answer the phone? It's a very spooky phone, I should say. It's not like an ordinary phone. Where am I going with this, little bunny? Where I'm going is that I guess what I'm saying, I'll meander to where I want to get to. But if you were to play the Stanley Parable, you would make a combination of choices that has never been made by any other person ever who has played it. Because the way it works is that you like have the option of seeing one of two different types of content. It's basically a story game. And it's about 15 minutes long every time you play it, but you play it over and over and over again, and you can make different choices and see a different version of those 15 minutes. So, if you imagine that let's let's say 30 choices between two things. In fact, I might calculate the number that it takes to get to where I'm trying to get to. But let's say you have 30 different choices between two things. This is starting to become very carrot. All this math and stuff. Shh, little bunny, zone out, tune out the numbers. Daddy wants to go through this because it's exciting to him. So you just calm down and just ignore the numbers that I'm about to talk about. So if there's a 50% chance, or even not 50% chance, but if there's like a relatively, there's a significant group of, there's a significant probability you'll take either of the one or the two. And you have 30 different of those choices. And it's basically guaranteed that you have a unique experience. And you have a unique experience because you are unlike any other person in the world. It's just mathematically the case. And that's what's so incredible. I'm going to start crunching some numbers. Let's see. Go to the Googly. Okay. What am I trying to do? So it's like, so if you have two choices, and then two choices, that's 4, and then 3 choices, that's 8, and the 4 choices, that's 16. So it's to the power. So let me just double check. Like 2 to the 3 is going to be 8. Yeah, so it's 2, it's choice of 2, choice of 2, choice of 2. So if you have 3 choices of 2, that's 8 possible combinations. Let's see how many humans have ever lived. I guess it depends on how far back you go and define the first human. So how many humans have ever lived? Guess how many? Oh, wow, it's not as many as I thought. It's 117 billion. There's no way you could get that precise a number with such a vague start of human life. So we'll say 100 billion. So how many choices do we have to get to until we get to 100 billion? So that is 2 to the, let's guess. I'm going to go one at a time till I get to 100 billion. I should do a guess first. 2 to the what is 100 billion? Without, I don't want to calculate it. I want to emotionally try and guess what it is. I think it's like to the 11, I want to say. It's probably going to be way too big. Okay, 2 to the 11, what's that? Oh my God, it's tiny. Oh man. See, speaking of our subconscious brains had never evolved to calculate 2 to the 11th power. Okay, 2 to the 20. Okay. So that's about like 1 million. Let's go 2 to the 22. That's 4 million. Okay, 26. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 67 million. Wow, that's not that many. Okay. 2 to the 30. Wouldn't it be hilarious? Oh my God. Little bunny. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold on a second. No, it's 1 billion. Okay. So it's probably, we're trying to get to 100 billion. Let's share to the 33. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. I wish they would put commas in here. Come on, Google. Okay. Oh, gosh. Give me some commas. My God. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 34 billion. Okay, 36. 37. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a million. 1, 2, 3. Billion. 137 billion. Okay. So, there's more choices than I thought, but if you make 37 choices that are essentially coin tosses, that's how many it takes for you to be a completely unique human being to have ever gotten that combination of heads and tails. Where am I going with this, little bunny? Something about, it was about the coffee that was hot or cold. So if I were to ask you 37 questions, oh, this is starting to be good. Okay. If I was to ask you 37 questions and you had to answer each, you would end up, essentially, I know that there's a little bit more subtlety to this, but basically 37 questions. Pretty much no matter what you answer, as long as the questions are, like they could go either way. Any choices, it's a question of preference or guessing at something where you don't have a lot of information. After 37 of them, if I give the same 37 to every human who has ever lived, after 37, you will be alone in your ticket of the choices you make. So now, if there's 37, if I could judge your personality in any 37 ways, 37 questions, and broad questions too, to put you in the camp of A or B, it would just take 37 for you to be the most unique human to have ever lived. I might do something with this in the future. You really are unique. It's so funny. There's so many little buzzwordy type things that you get taught when you're a little kid. And one of them is about how unique you are. And that's one of the ones that actually is true. You really, really, really are unique. And your struggles might actually not be as unique as you think. I don't mean that in a dismissive way, but I mean it that there are others who have gone through what you're going through and they've come out triumphant. They've not had your specific experiences, but they've made it out through. And you're in good company in the garden. Very good company. But in terms of you, like the shining spirit of who you are, because you're not your struggles, you're not the hard things that have happened to you. You're not the mean situations that people have put you in. You're something really, really special. The things about you that are inspiring. There are things about you that are inspiring. And I really mean it. You're so unique in the ways that you can be inspiring. I really hope I can unlock it for you, or help you unlock it for yourself. So much carrot. I'm glad I spun that whole math thing as putting you to sleep. Oh my God, just as I did that, my body like opened up to the plate of cookie. It was like my subconscious was like, this is my chance, this is my chance. And it moved over. It gave me the body posture to accept this cookie. But no, your daddy has a very strong power of will. That cookie will go in the refrigerator, only to be eaten at 3 a.m. when my subconscious rules. Oh, my coffee. I keep forgetting about my coffee. It's so funny. My subconscious does not give a crap about my coffee. My conscious mind is like, yes, decaf coffee. My subconscious is like, no, sugary cookie. And I'm like, no, decaf coffee. My subconscious is like, no, sugary cookie. I thought they would pair well together. They actually don't pair that well together. Coffee and cookie isn't a thing. Although, coffee and Oreo is incredible. That is something. I almost said that like if there's one trend I could set, it would be Oreo and coffee. But I think I'm going to aim a little bit higher than that. And I don't really even care about setting trends, but let me give you a little secret, little bunny. Dunk your Oreos in coffee. I'm serious. I invented that too. I'm sure other people have done it, but I came up with it myself, perhaps independently. Just like the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow took a really smart person, except that it was a lot of smart people independently in different places. So coffee and Oreos is like the bow and arrow of the garden. Yeah. Your daddy invented it. And yes, plenty of people surely also invented it, but your daddy also invented it. So if you like coffee, oh no, I'm not supposed to get you eating sugar. This is ridiculous. I'm supposed to get you to eat not sugar. I did have a sugar-free peanut butter cup today. That was actually quite good, I'll be honest. Anyway, too much nutrition talk. When am I going to drink this coffee? Here we go. Usually I do the quality control checks the next day. I think I will. Part of me thought that maybe I'll use this to put myself to sleep tonight. But I don't feel like stopping. This is really relaxing. This has been helping me. This has been really helping me. Don't ever forget that I appreciate you too, little bunny. Don't ever forget that I appreciate you too. Actually, that was what the topic of the podcast was going to be when I did my journal about it. Because so I don't know how much private life detail I can go into, but basically Queen Little Bunny is out of town for the moment. I can't say exactly what she's doing, but I'm eagerly waiting her return, and man, it's a lot easier when I have her around. And so just kind of being by myself felt so weird. And it's not that I wasn't doing well necessarily, but like I was in this sort of surreal space, which I'm susceptible to for, because that's how my brain works. And there was something happened that made me feel a lot better. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it was? It was recording recording the locked audio for the locked section of the garden. Turned out to be like a pretty bad audio, actually. I listened back when I was making it. I was like, yeah, this is so good. We did New Year, the garden's version of New Year's resolutions, which we called New Year Roadmap. And so it's like charting out your plan for the new year to achieve great things. One second. And during it, I was like, this is amazing. This is so cool. It's so amazing. And then I went back and listened to the quality check, and it was terrible. But you know what? It didn't matter, because it made me feel so much better. Just spending that time with you, helping you get your life together. I felt so much better after that. Yeah. So it's funny. I'm here for you when you're alone. And you know what? You're here for me when I'm alone. And you made my day so much better. And today was so much better as a result too. You make me feel very relaxed. You make me feel happy. I'm in so much of a better mood than when I first turned this on. And it only works because you're here. Yeah. If I were to record this, like right now, I'm looking at the sound waves be recorded on my laptop right now. I could, if I wanted to, stop this recording right now and delete this audio file. And just thinking of that makes me feel sad and alone, because then it would be me talking to myself. But the fact that you're there, little bunny, and I trust that you're there listening to me. Yeah, not if you're there on the other end listening to me. Yes. The fact that you're there right now means that it's you and me together. And that makes all the difference. Not just to you, but to me. So thank you for being here on the other end. Life can be hard. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Should I wrap it up there? I don't have to. Maybe I'll just kind of stop talking for a little bit. Oh, I gotta write you a poem. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay. Since this is kind of like a calm you down, put you to sleep episode, I'm just going to leave the audio recording and I'm going to type you your poem in real time. Okay? So just relax and listen to me type very quickly. Not that I'm doing the ideas quickly, but that I type so quick, don't I? I love it. Okay. What is the topic even? Let's see. Okay. Should the poem be about the cookie? Should the poem be about sleeping? Should the poem be about everything? Everything's gonna be okay. It's about yawning. It's about decaf coffee. Oh man, I totally forgot about the poem. I hope I don't forget one of these days. I gotta give you a good one. The last two on the road were so terrible. My God. Okay. Let's see what I got. God, I started eating the cookie. I didn't even notice it. Oh my God. The subconscious one. The cookie was eaten. Just a bit of it. Okay, little bunny is still with me. I wonder if I should do the exit music or if I should just let it drift off. I think I'm going to let it drift off. No exit music this time. Here's your poem, and then I'll wish you good night. I'm going to take a sip first. this love that we share, it goes both ways. I make better your nights. You make better my days. Only with us both can the magic appear. And for that, I love you. I'm glad that you're here. Have a great, great rest, little bunny. I love you very, very